Hi guys, Zach here with the Command & Conquer Red Alert video. In this game I'm playing a 4v4 match on the map Open Warfare. I'm starting in the bottom right position playing as the Soviets. So what we've got here is on the map Open Warfare, if you're playing like in the bottom position, you have two teams at the back and two teams at the front. And in this game I'm a bit at the back, and you can just see me expand into this ore patch, which is to the top right of my base. And now you can see that Cyan has actually moved from their starting position down further to the bottom. So that's probably not a great thing, because it means we might have a bit of trouble defending the middle position of the map, which is really, really important, because in team games, or in any games really in Red Alert, one of the main things you need to do is to have map control. And that middle part of the map is really, really important because it contains a lot of ore. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be expanding both ways with my base, because there's an ore patch to the right and there's also an ore patch to the left. And we're just sending these infantry up to do a little bit of scouting at the first part of the game. And we want to see what's get as much of the map uncovered as possible, because we want to see if our enemies are coming to make any attacks. And you can see Cyan also bringing out some scouts. And you can see this on the middle part of the map patch, you can see how big this ore patch is. So it's really important that we manage to maintain control of that middle section. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going for quite an economic start. I've got my first war factory up, I'm building a second war factory, but I'm going to be going for 2 ore trucks. And you can go for double war factory when there are gems as well as ore on the map. And you can see Orange getting set up there. It's going to be quite hard for Orange because he's like sort of on his own in this middle section, so he could be attacked from all sides. And I'm just getting a bit of the map uncovered. What you'll see is there's a bridge onto the north part of the map, which I'm coming up to now. And you can see me getting that first ore truck out, and there's also going to be a second ore truck. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to redirect that ore truck to mine off that ore on the right. And you can see that purple have a tank. So that's a heavy tank. I've only got a few infantry at the moment, but it looks like I'm going to be able to destroy it. Because when you've only got one tank, it's a bit harder to squash everything. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this ore truck back to the middle. Just so I can spread out my ore trucks, because you can see on that right patch it's already going down quite a bit, because both me and Cyan are using that same ore patch. And you can see purple coming through this bridge at the moment, but they've got quite a few tanks, and I am going to need to bring some more forces up to defend against this, because they will be right above Orange's base. And you can see purple is bringing some troops around now, and they don't know the map at the moment, so they don't know exactly where Orange is, and they don't know that my team at the middle right has actually gone to the bottom of the map. But they will be starting to find that out as the top teams do more and more scouting. And now you can see I've got 3 war factories out. So we're going to see how this battle goes against purple. Orange are coming into the fight as well. And you can see they've got a lot of infantry. We'll probably need to squash them because they're going to be doing quite a bit of damage. So Orange getting a bit of a squashing some of those infantry there. But essentially the bridge has been destroyed. So that means that purple are going to have to go the long way around, and they're not going to be able to get any reinforcements in straight away. And you can see now purple descending on Orange's base, and they're going for the large power plant. We'll try and squash these infantry, and we've just managed to save it for now. But you can see that yellow are coming in from the left position. So we're going to have to try and defend this. And what I'll probably do is there's too many there, so what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to try and push through and just attack the teams that side, just to buy us some extra time, because that's what we need at the moment, so we can get our defences just sorted. And we're going to go for the pink construction yard, and we're going to see, and he sold it. Now the question is, does pink have a service depot? Because if pink has a service depot, he'll be able to build MCVs, but if he doesn't, that's his MCV gone, and he won't be able to build any more buildings. And you can see that yellow is descending on us with a large number of tanks. We've got orange and myself to defend defend. We'll have to see how this goes. So what the best thing to do at this situation is just to move your tanks around as much as possible while you're fighting. It's called, and you hold down Q so your tanks all attack the same target, and they keep on attacking as you move around. And as you can see right now, pink are going past us, so I don't know where they're going. I think they might be going to the bottom of the map, and it's not looking good for us. Yellow do have a large number of tanks, and they are going to break through, and at this point we're going to need to pull back. And we can see that purple are attacking the right side of orange's base, and that's why orange hasn't been sending any reinforcements, because he's been dealing with purple at that right side. And that's very unfortunate, because it looks like orange are getting attacked from all sides. And you can see that yellow and pink are descending upon orange's base, and they've got large numbers of tanks here. And yeah, we've also got red now, our teammate, coming up from the bottom of the map, so Gerben's providing a bit of support. I think he was getting attacked by pink at the bottom of the map early on, which was why he wasn't able to be up here. And now we just need to try and defend this position as much as possible. Unfortunately, orange are out the game because they're going to be, they've got no construction yard, and they've got no ore refinery, so they're going to be out of ore. But at least they're playing on as long as possible, because it's given us a bit more of a chance. The longer they play, the more tanks we get to destroy. And orange are now officially out of the game completely. And we're going to have to fight this position against, so I've got purple and I've got yellow here. And you can see I think pink are going for red's base, so red are going down to defend against that. And what I'm going to try and do here is expand up to that middle ore patch, so I can use that, that ore there. You can see that purple have got a large number of tanks, and now you can see that red are descended on pink's base, and we're going to see if they can defend. I think I did see a service depot from pink there, so I think they will be able to go to the top part of the map. What depends though is if you get too many teams in that real top part, rather than expanding down by the left side of the map, they might struggle for ore later on, so we'll have to wait and see. You can see purple's now in a fight with cyan, and we're going to join this fight. And you can see also green bringing tanks from the top of the map, and we'll have to see how this goes. But you can see that purple, they've got quite good tank numbers-ish. I guess we've managed to destroy quite a few tanks there though, because some of those tanks were on lower HP. And as you can see while I'm fighting, I'm just going to be moving my tanks around as much as possible. And they're going to have to fall back, I think, at the... Yeah, and you can see that purple is moving those tanks upwards into that middle... there's that, like, little passage. But you can see that, yeah, the yellow are going to the bottom of red's base, and red's going to need to defend against that. I'm not going to be able to help at the moment because I've got a problem of my own. I've got pink at the top of my base, and unfortunately destroying that ore refinery, which was sort of at the middle part of the map. And I mean, pink aren't going to be able to destroy, like, destroy much there, but they have destroyed a couple of buildings, which has provided me with a bit of annoyance. And you see now purple going for the attack on cyan, and it doesn't look like cyan are going to be able to hold this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and go for the base and force them hopefully to retreat. Because sometimes the best form of defense is going for the attack, and if purple's got the base here, but you can see that green have got a Tanya, it looks like, and what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to build a flame tower. I mean, one of my ore trucks has got the squash there, but unfortunately they're going to get that ore refinery. And at the moment I'm just fighting as much as possible because Gerben's fighting at the left side of the map. And we've managed to get rid of that tenure, but you can see we've got a big problem now because we've got a load of tanks from purple. And we'll do our best to defend against this and buy as much time as possible. You can see at the top of the map, I am part of the way into the opponent's base. And we can see it's green on this very right side of the map, not purple, which is... Oh, purple's here as well, actually, but you can see they've still got ore for the time being, although it is starting to run out, but... it doesn't look like that's going to matter at the moment because we're in a bad position. We've got purple fighting and just destroying buildings. They've also destroyed our construction yard, so we're not going to be able to build any more structures. And you can see I'm just doing a bit of an attack on purple's base, see if that distracts him a little bit. But you can see that green has a large number of tanks, and it's not going to really matter too much. And you can see purple coming, chasing me away with a couple of missile launchers at the moment. And those missile launchers do a fair bit of damage. And although I've defended that position for now, you can see it looks like we're going to be in a bit of trouble. As you can see, purple are bringing more tanks down. Although at the moment, what we're going to do is we're going to try and defend this position here, this like sort of bottleneck. You can see the bridge to the left of that is destroyed, but green are doing something really annoying. They're putting Tesla coils around the edge of this compartment, which is going to make it very hard for us to fight or do any sort of push, even though I don't think that's going to be really something I would be able to do, because you can see that purple are bringing in a large number of tanks. And I've only got one war factory left, so no construction yard, so no hope of building any other buildings. One good thing though is I've still got power, so I'm not going to have a reduced building speed for the lack of power. And at the moment I'm just trying to hold as much as possible, and that's a smart move actually from purple. They've got some missile launchers, so if I was to try and block that little gap there, they'd just use the missile launchers to fire on me and force me to come out and fight. So I'm going to have to pull a bit further down at the and you can see that green, I think, had some of those paratroopers, which was providing a bit of nuisance. And now you can see this fight now. What I'll do is I'll go for the missile launchers first, because they have low HP and they do a lot of damage. And you can see my tank numbers have failed. It looks like purple have just too many, and I'm going to have to retreat and get further closer back to my base. Unfortunately, I've lost my barracks as well, so I can't build infantry. Sometimes if you don't have enough war factories, you can sometimes build infantry as well. And you can still see my ore trucks are still collecting, but you can see now it's green coming down and purple together, and there's absolutely no way I'm going to be able to hold this. And I think Gerben hasn't been able to break through on the left side of the map. I haven't been able to do much on the right side, so unfortunately the game is going to be over. I think what happened early on, because cyan moved down into the bottom part of the map, the problem was that orange got attacked from all sides. Because in reality, what should have happened, purple, because when I was fighting yellow and pink early on, purple were able to attack orange from the right side of the map. And if cyan had been on the right side of that middle part, it would have been purple fighting cyan instead. So I think that was just a bit of a misplay there, where our bases were positioned at the start. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching.